Okay, so my dog is sleeping right now. I guess we can stream. Oh, did he just wake up? I hope not. I hope not. He's walking around. He's coming to get me. He's gonna get me. Oh no, is he gonna bark? Oh. Okay, so this structure in the platform, I extended the railings and now it kind of looks like a pyramid. So I guess that's the shape we're going for. Can an octagon be a pyramid? Is it a pyramid? I guess. Okay, triangles again. Triangles are evil, as we now know. I don't know what I should do with these triangles. Probably like the victims, the blood bags need to be like situated on these triangles, I guess. They could be like some, I don't know, cages. Let's try to make a cage out of these. Or better yet, let's not make a cube. Let's just duplicate the triangle. And split the edges. How many splits do we have? 8 cuts. Is it 8 cuts? Okay. Now we can just select. Let's start with the edges first. Extrude them up. Extrude these guys out. And this one. I'm doing all of this in one scene, it's not really convenient. All of the geometry is getting in the way. This could be the base of the cage, and then let's extrude up. Let's make this a bit thinner. I don't know, this is like tiny details, but it's evening anyways, so I do not really important things in the evening, not important tasks. Just kind of play around. Kind of a cool shape. Well, those are triangle cages indeed. Let's see how they look in game, and maybe let's put a character inside one of those to check the skill. Oh, what the fuck? He's so tiny. Damn, this is really cool actually. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot, trying not to disturb the dog. But I don't know if anyone's watching. But feel free to chat. Yeah, the cage is still a bit too big. The bars are a bit too thick. They thickies. I don't know. Probably gonna be good. Let's maybe put the bars outside of the triangle like this, yeah. Yeah, I mean now the edges connect to the base, it's like a bit more pleasing aesthetically. Oh, exported only the cages. Let's select everything, export again. Maybe they shouldn't be like hanging. Maybe they should be on the ground. Empty tool. Okay, let's apply the array modifier because I need to move the object offset to empty2 object also, because if I don't, see, like, it breaks. So let's apply. Now they move all at once. Now these break. Apply these two. Okay, now we can put them on the ground. A bit like this, yes. Exactly like this. Okay, solidify. Let's maybe make a platform for the cages. Okay, now I need to delete all of the triangles because I just applied the array modifier. Apply the modifier again. Maybe the top should be also like kind of weird looking. Yeah. Now it looks like a column. What if I extend this to, yeah. Now from any distance that you can view the cage, this top part would draw the eye in. So this column is pretty good design. Let's see how it looks in game. Let's of course apply the array modifier again. Empty2, I think it was. Okay, I did the same thing again, only exported the cages. Okay, export everything. I don't know, it looks pretty cluttered, I guess. Let's try removing the railings. Yeah, this looks better. Maybe they're a bit too thick, the top parts. What if they all connect at the center? Nah. Don't like that, but it gives me an idea, like maybe there should be tubing that goes up here. Maybe the guys get drained here. The blood comes up the tubes into this and then drips down here. And let's try to make a tube. YouTube. Your tube. Let's make your tube. And delete his faces. So I make tubes from a cylinder most of the time. I know it's 6 sides are probably enough. Damn, this is so cluttered. The midsection a bit fatter. Sheet smooth, delete the outsides. Put this in the center. Array modifier, of course, merge. But let's mark these sharp. Add a curve path. Rotate 45, no, 60 degrees, I guess. I don't know, the triangles are not perfectly aligned, probably, so. So this will be the shape of the tube once we add the curve modifier. Need to apply transform. This should also be at the origin, I think. Okay, yeah, that looks better. So this is the same tube that's on these models. It has like all of this animation is in the material, so the node graph looks like this. It's basically a sine wave. know, everything is so messy in this. Like, don't need all of these things. Like, anyways. Yo, #1 chatter. What happened with the dice game? Nothing. It's still on my computer. Just not working on it. Working on this game. I don't know. I feel like the dice game wasn't really my idea. It was based on the game jam, so maybe that's why I lost the drive to finish it. Now this game is like purely what I want to work on. Well, this game is basically an RPG. I explained it already in the last stream, but it's basically the desert is dry. There's no water, so people have to drink blood. And there's a faction that grows genetically modified tumors and drains blood from the earth. Like, it's corrupted, so like, I don't know, it's like crazy shit. But it's basically, from a gameplay perspective, it's basically Kenshi, but third person. Like, you can remove limbs, and that changes how you play the game. Can you make YouTube video about all your projects? I don't know, I have a lot of projects, but making a YouTube video like takes a whole day. And like, I don't have a lot of subscribers, so it doesn't really pay off that much. I would rather work on my games and like release stuff faster. But yeah, I think a YouTube video is long overdue. I should probably post something. I don't know, I'll think about it. Can you show me those projects? I don't know. I'll show everyone those projects if I make a YouTube video. Now I'm showing this project, and this is my main project. You need to see this project. Okay, so the tube, okay. Now we can just... What is the goal of the game? I don't know, just survive, I guess. Kinda like Kenshi. There's no goal. There will be quests. Like, I guess the goal is like... Kinda like in Fallout, you know? There's factions, and you can choose your own path. Like, you can align with the evil faction if you want. You can side with them, do their quests, and maybe kill the good guys. You can side with the good guys, kill the bad guys. It's like, I want the player to have some freedom how they play the game. It's an RPG, so like, I don't know. RPGs like very open-ended games. Players often make their own goals. Okay, let's make another array modifier. Like, just this, I can make like 6 more curves, and make the tube go in different ways, but let's just, for testing it, just duplicate this tube 6 times. Oh no, it broke. Oh no, it broke again, even more. Need to now add another empty object. So much empty objects. Such a waste. Why isn't this doing anything? I'll just apply the modifiers, I guess. Apply transform, okay, yeah. Apply transform, that worked. Looks pretty cool. Let's grab everything, smart UV, just so the standard material looks normal, so there's no stretching of the UVs. Looks pretty cool. There's like triangles, like static sharp shapes, and there's this organic shape like tentacles coming, like, and it's also like 8 tentacles, so it's an octopus sort of. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's see where's the... Yeah, let's put this guy in a cage. Let's put you where you belong, in a cage. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. No arms, no legs. You belong in a cage. Looks cool. Looks ritualistic. I'll punch him. I'll knock him out. Oh no, I can't knock him out. I don't have any arms. Maybe the base should be like, have also like a wider part, just to ground it a bit. I don't know, maybe the edges should be like, should have an emissive material to make it like more sci-fi and stuff. I don't know, I should probably texture some of this stuff, like texture these walls. Yeah, these need texturing. maybe round out the corners a bit, beveled edges. Okay, I'll texture the wall, I guess. Let's move this to another collection, like wall collection. Okay, wall collection. What kind of collection is this? Yeah, like all of this stuff doesn't have a collection. The Lost Soul collection. Pipes merged. Okay, don't need any pipes. Not gonna need pipes where we're going. Collection. Okay, this is the main collection. Wall pre-merged, so this has the array. Okay, so I should use this as a base because I can then only texture this one part and all of the other ones will just have the same texture. And then I can probably make another texture, like make a clean texture and then a dirty texture, and then just use vertex paint to blend them and add variation, because if all of these repeats, you will be able to see the repeating pattern of the textures, so just to break it up. The outside also needs an inset, I think, because this is just too vanilla for me. Yeah, this looks way better. Okay, let's unwrap this, like just grab all the edges, not this part. Mark a seam. seam. Probably just do these. No, need to mark here. Seams here. Angle based unwrap. Non-uniform scale. Let's apply the scale. %99 of the problems in Blender is solved by applying the scale. Mark this seam. Just mark these edges. I know, probably looks fine. The texture size 512 by 512 should be enough. I will probably add, I should actually probably add, no, I'll just scale all of these faces. Let's scale these to 2 times. No, but that's, no. We actually need to mark the seams here. Unwrap angle based. I'm doing this because I want different texture sizes, like a lot of texture detail on the bottom part, because the player will be standing here looking at this asset, and this can be like blurry textures at the top. He's gonna have like 2 pixels of color information. Don't rescale. Wait a second. Okay. So let's try export. It's so easy texturing with Substance Painter. It's the best software there is. Period. Not texturing software, just the best software. Always add a generator based on the position. And just the base darker of every model. This kind of fakes ambient occlusion. It's actually a really good idea to bake lighting information for a stylized game into the texture color map. Always improves performance. Okay, now I should add a fill with some noise, like, I don't know, concrete grunge. I'm actually listening to grunge right now, to Nirvana. Triplanar projection, but this is tiling a lot, and repetition, I mean, this needs to be subtle, so it's not as noticeable. Just offset the height a bit. I should actually make a, yeah, let's duplicate this. Maybe let's try to add a subdivision. No, this breaks. Not a subdivision, maybe a bevel modifier. Yeah, that's a lot better. Segments, like, just crank it up. Let's crank it, bro. Arc sharp. So this will be the high poly model for the baking. So now when we bake the mesh maps, we use a mesh, not the same mesh, a different mesh, higher poly mesh. Yeah, now huge difference. Oh shit, you can see. Okay. The automatic macro for the window switching isn't really working that well, probably. I need to manually switch to Substance Painter. You see how crisp the details get, and now I have extra information to work from. So if I add a mask generator, curvature map here, now I have this mask of all the edges. I don't have to paint it manually. Just to compare. This is how that would look without the high poly mesh. Looks like shit. And the curvature is like non-existent. It's like there's no information. Let's bump up the roughness. I mean, this is looking pretty good. Let's actually wall height. Let's Let's rename this. Hide it. Let's export just the wall. Now I will select most of this, hide this, hide the wall, add the pipes. Let's export this as the base object. Okay, so now we have everything except the wall. Let's just, so I don't have to copy paste the transform, just duplicate this. Just change the wall to a wall only. Now I can, oh, now the window switches. I realize you can't see the window, this export window. It looks like I'm clicking in nothingness, but I'm actually browsing through my files right now. Okay, the textures are exported. Let's create a material. Normal map, and the normal map will be a lot better with the high poly mesh bake. Disable the sRGB because this is just separate information maps based on the color channels. Looks a bit too light. Should be darker, but it's like it's so easy to adjust with Substance Painter. Like, watch this. Like, where's the color? Yeah, here's the base color. Just make it darker, and also let's make this to be an overlay, so that's independent of the color. These also need to be overlay. Make it a bit lighter. Now I can change the base color and it just automatically works. So this is pretty dark. Let's export. Looks good, but there's texture smoothing and the art style. I don't know if it shows up on stream, but it's like pixelated, and the textures are pixelated. Like, let me jump out this character. Here you can see like there's no smoothing, it's like razor sharp, all of these textures. So that's the indie game meta at the moment. Like, this is the art style that's popular. PS 1.5 probably style it's called, I don't know. So to disable the texture filtering, let's just select the textures, asset actions, edit the property matrix, and make the filter to be nearest. Now it's pixelated AF. There's weird like shading going on, but this could be fixed by making the bottom sharp, I guess. Mark sharp. I don't know if that will fix that, but I don't know, it did something. Anyways. So we probably need some smaller details. Add a full. Triplanar. Tiling, let's tile by a lot. A bit of contrast like this. I don't know, it's probably gonna just go on the height channel. Yeah, some erosion. Needs more pipes, needs more horizontal pipes, and maybe some lighting, some sci-fi elements, like these edges could have like an emissive material. I know. Probably gonna finish this tomorrow. Okay, stream's over. Bye.